Gemini, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Look, Gemini, Leo's already showing up. The Page of Cups is somebody trying to get the courage to make some kind of move here. Page of Cups, send a message. What's going on? Are they talking to other people about you? Okay. Some messages already wanting to come in. Gemini, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to the channel. I'm really happy you're here. I appreciate you being here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Gemini Tarot reading. Gemini Love Tarot reading. Gemini Love reading. And as is pretty much always the case, here's some more Leo energy. Gemini Love Messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. It's the Sun in the upright with the Five of Wands in reverse. Saturn and Leo energy. Somebody wants to resolve some issues, some problems. What has been going on? What are those Five Wands around? But the Sun in the upright energy, a new cycle or luminary. The Sun connected to the solar plexus chakra, a lot of power in that. I do. Information, what's coming to light. I have to say, obviously, Mercury is your ruling planet. Communication, which you're very good at, Gemini. I have been feeling since the beginning of your reading, like I've either talked a lot or I'm also trying to get words out. Do you know what I mean? The communicative energy around your energy, Gemini, whether every reading is for you or not every week, which is usually not the case anyway, but the communicative energy has been really strong. So it's like, are you trying to get somebody to communicate that isn't? Are you guys trying to communicate? Like, what's happening here? Because I'm really feeling that. I feel like there are some issues that need to be resolved here. There's the Sun again. Look. Yeah, and there's delays around it because it's coming in reverse for me, the Sun in Aries energy. That's a coming together energy. It's kind of like what you're waiting for in the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands is generally that move, which could be travel. Also just traveling around, you know, the act of movement around communication, whatever. This reversal energy, it's a delay in that. So it's kind of like depending on, you see the new cycle here, you see somebody's trying to get it together because it's the minor arcana energy sort of depending on, well, the major arcana energy, I should say, depending on this minor arcana energy to do the footwork. So what are the delays around this? What is this about? And yeah, what's coming in? Let's continue on. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you are meant to be here, Gemini. It's a general tarot reading, so always take what resonates and let the rest go. Look, Virgo is here at the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Getting some clarity, getting some truth. You get out of there and you go into the Wheel of Fortune, which is connected to the throat chakra. It's a general tarot reading. Always take what resonates and let the rest go. Gemini, all your zodiac readings, the playlists are linked in the description. You'll find all 12 zodiac signs there, as well as all signs tarot readings, collective love readings, twin flame readings. If you're on a twin flame journey, messages from your spirit guides, and a lot more. So feel free to explore. And everything, of course, can be found here at the Tarot Closet on the playlist tab. We're going to get into their feelings, their thoughts and feelings for you, your thoughts and feelings for them. What maybe you need to know, you don't see coming. Is anyone making a move? It looks like there is a delay in communication, or it's just like not finished, you know? Because I feel like I actually feel too like there's been a lot of talking somehow, like my throat feels kind of raw. Okay, thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. An extra shout out to channel members. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that too. Of course, it's not mandatory, But if you would like to join and support the channel, it really does help. The link is below. Let's continue getting in here. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Gemini. Aho. Gemini, it's the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit is back. Okay. Wow. Pisces energy, Mars and Pisces energy, a new cycle here. A very hopeful energy. It's the Ten of Cups. Had you built a life with this person? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Is it back on the table? It looks like it's back on the table. And as we talked about with this Hermit energy, I feel like it's kind of everybody, you know, but it's you. It's also this person. This is the partnership placement and where you go for clarity, a quest for personal truth. And you get in here when you get out of the Strength card. And didn't we see that Strength card? Yeah. I think it was coming in with that Page of Cups. Somebody trying to get the courage or get over some ego. What is it? The Nine of Swords. Not really sleeping very well. Five of Swords. There's an apology that's here. Look, it's coming right in. Gemini, this is your energy. The Nine of Swords, Gemini and Mars. And it's here with the Five of Swords. Venus and Aquarius, which is in reverse. This is somebody who needs to make some peace. So there is an apology here too. Had you built a life together, were you building it? You know, this could be around a lot of things. It's not just two people, 2.0 children, you know, that sort of thing. It can also be about blending families, introducing families, going exclusive. It really is just feeling, you know, it's love and contentment, support. So Nine of Swords here, somebody's not sleeping very well. This is definitely somebody who's anxious, and it's around what they need to say here. Because what was said in this Five of Swords? Is there more than one person involved? It's not really clear for me. Not yet anyway. It could be for you. You can see, as obviously with the Five of Swords, somebody's holding two of them. Somebody's looking very upset here and somebody else is walking away. This reversal energy. So the swords are transactional. They're clarity in relationships, communication. This five connecting us to some conflict for sure, and some things that were changed by what was said or what wasn't said here. It's not resolved for sure. And of course, connecting us to the throat chakra. So the Page of Pentacles is also here. The Star is here. Gemini. I like this a lot. Aquarius energy, a very healing energy. So there's definitely something here that it's like, I feel like you are kind of talked out, but they really need to speak up. They really need to say a lot more here. It's just really clear. There's a strong making peace energy. That's what's coming in with the Star for me, because you get into the Star when you get out of the Tower, okay? I'm not privy to every single detail exactly what went on there. Something changed here, obviously, and this is like the aftermath. It's like time has passed, whether it's days or weeks or months for you, excuse me. The Cups energy is sort of like, I mean, it could be anywhere from 4 weeks to 4 months. You know, it's just time-wise, it's just going to be really specific to you. But by the way, what they have to say, this making peace energy, this apologetic energy, and as we saw coming in with that Five of Wands as well in reverse, like really wanting to work this out, knowing that they need to, and get over their ego or whatever the heck is going on in that Strength card. As we see, it leads right up here to the Four of Cups, the Moon and Cancer energy. So somebody coming in here, there's an apology in that cup. Is there something else? Seeing the Ten of Cups here doesn't automatically mean that that's it. You know, there's an offer in here, because this is also just around where you were, where things are now. And yeah, there's some potential here for sure. You know, we're seeing this healing energy within the Star, renewal and clarity. Again, coming after the Tower. So something went on here. There is a new cycle coming in. We saw that also with the Sun. But there's a delay in things being worked out, clearly. So if you can see this person, it's a really strong validation here with our Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer energy. that, yeah, they're going to be there, or you think they're going to be there, they probably are. But as I talk about here at the Tarot Closet, Mercury is strongly connected to reading and writing. So that can also be around an SMS, text message, social media, email. But it's communication, it is emotional. So whether it's in person or apart, you might not be expecting it. And I can see the apathetic energy, the indifference around whatever's been going on here. I definitely feel everybody here. I think they're getting out of this Hermit energy and spinning that Wheel of Fortune. I mean, here's the thing. The Wheel of Fortune is just always going. It's the cycles of life. You're up, you're down. And it is connected to the throat chakra, I speak. And that's the thing. I just feel like there's so much that they need to be saying here. Like my raw throat, I feel like is around you. And the energy of trying to speak, I think is around this person. The healing energy here. And that's the other thing about the Nine of Swords. And it's, well, I want to say something, but I think it's too early to use the kind of language that I want to use. There are all these, rules here. I also feel that around you, this Nine of Swords, of just being really hurt by this. What went on here? And here in this star energy of needing clarity and yeah, like they just need to get a move on here with this. I don't know what it is. Page of Pentacles. We can be looking at somebody younger. It doesn't mean that they are. It's also like a student energy. And for me, this is also around hearing about things. It's a long-term energy, but it's really slow moving. Also, even with this page, the Magician is here. I like this for several reasons. One, this is your energy. And also Virgo. And it's connected to the solar plexus chakra, like the sun. I do. But also the throat chakra, I speak. The Mercury energy connecting to you, Gemini. All the resources here, all the elements, water, air, earth, and fire. There's literally no excuse for this person not to make this contact, to speak up. Does somebody here use a lot of language? Because I think I've stopped myself like 3 or 4 times. And don't get me wrong, I'm getting more comfortable with allowing that to come through at certain points when I really just, either it's just coming out or I feel like it's just necessary. Again, it's a little too early, but I keep hearing it. So I don't know if that's just a lot of that colorful language going on. But this Magician has access to everything, can get focused and turn these visions into reality and speak. It's so strong. All the elements, water, air, earth, and fire, and getting things into this new cycle, which is just so clear here. Like, come on already. Get out of this Hermit energy. 6 of Wands, communication. Well, yeah. 6 of Wands, Jupiter, and Leo energy. We saw coming in those 5 of Wands in reverse. So here they are, like they're moving right past it. They're wanting to work this out. So what are those 5 of Wands? Are we looking at some obstacles and challenges that for them to overcome around just themselves? Yeah, I feel like there is some ego here. Are these other people? What is it? They're coming here with this wand. There is a victory wreath on it. If you can see this person, I tell you what, it's just pretty strong that if you know they're going to be at something like a party with friends and family, or maybe even a concert or something, then that's probably the case. It can also even be around somebody who has something going on, like in sports or music or whatever. And that's also a validation here with the star energy, because that can be connected with like a spotlight energy. So it could also be, again, around specifics like that in terms of artists or sports or whatever, that sort of thing. But it's also an indication for me that there can be other people. It could be that there's other people around. I do want to validate that, again, it can also be around messages. But I tell you what, it's for sure a healing energy. There is an apology that's necessary. Is there more? Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, whoa, Virgo and Taurus energy. The Sun is back. The Page of Swords is here. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Here it's back. It's the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't want to just work this out and make peace. It's somebody who, I feel like they're coming back in here to make peace and apologize and work things out, but wants to be together. Do you? Where are you at with this? Because I see the indifference, and I see you here also in this Hermit energy, thinking things through. And also the Strength card coming in again in this reversal energy. So there's a couple of things here. This person's there's like a sabotage energy around it, self-sabotage. There's fear. But this is also here for you, I want to say, to get into here of loving and respecting yourself and self-love, to know what it is that you want and obviously 1000% deserve. So what does this mean for you? Are you getting out of this energy? Is this what they have to say? Is that going to be what brings you, are you coming together and the two of you moving forward? It's way too early here to tell. And obviously that's not about me anyway. You have free will. Your person has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can and they will and they do change. But what I want to say is I just feel this strong energy around you of like wanting to get you in here, Also, because I feel like it's so strange, but just even in the Strength card, we have our Lion here. The mouth is open, and I just like you've spoke so much. It's like the raw thrill kind of energy, It's like they need to step up. They need to step up here. There's definitely more on the table than just an apology. That much is clear. The Sun is back. It's here right in the middle of the Six of Wands, which is heading right over here to the Ace of Pentacles. And on the other end, the Nine of Swords. So either way, what I wanted to say is this new cycle for you is really clearly here. Like what I wanted to say is that getting out of that Nine of Swords, moving into that Ten of Swords, which is your energy, the Sun and Gemini energy for this new cycle, if you're wanting to get on this horse and ride away. What does that mean for you? I will say that the person that's here is talking to other people. There's there's a King of Swords energy that's also coming through Gemini, which is your energy of like you're either hearing stuff from other people, like through the grapevine, or they're asking somebody to ask questions, or they're asking other people. I do feel like there's other people involved, or just around the two of you, maybe that you both know. But this Page of Swords, they're holding on to this information, this apology. There's some truth in there. There's more energy of the page energy right here with the Page of Pentacles. And that's like it's not as fast as the Wands, but it's still fast. But there's a little bit more strategy in it. This is somebody who is watching things. So if you are on social media, you're connected to other people, that's pretty clear. Yeah. But such a strong call here for me, to you, I want to say, around saying, I feel like you've said a lot of what you need to say, but there's more. The Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. And obviously, there is next level here. It's coming out of nowhere. So we see here in the Four of Cups, this making peace energy, definitely an apology. But connecting to that Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like it's more than an apology, because that's here in this Four of Cups. You're not really looking at it. But also coming out of nowhere with this Pentacle. It's slow moving. So again, it's a long-term energy. We see our page has it here as well. So did you already build something, or was that some of what's been going on here, like it was being built, or there were possibilities? Because it's next level. And that can mean a lot of things, from going exclusive in the relationship to moving in to marriage. It really is just going to be specific for everybody, for you. And as I say that, look what is here. The King of Pentacles. Whoa. the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the bottom of the deck, the Moon in reverse. Oh, yeah. What is that song? I just heard that. Ooh, yeah song. Pisces energy. Gemini, you're also here, as well as Cancer and the Sun. And we're going to talk about this energy as well. This is the thing, when you get out of the Moon energy, you go here into the Sun. This is the subconscious energy. And it's clarity and the truth being revealed. That's really strong around this luminary, the Sun, which is also a new cycle and the possibilities of growth, the possibilities for abundance. We need to get these sunflowers to turn around and face the Sun in order to, that's what they need for this abundance. So again, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, this new cycle. Look here, and here is the Wheel of Fortune, which is really strong energy coming in. Such a strong validation. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy, getting out of this Hermit energy and communicating, hearing. This is hearing from them, what you've been wanting to hear from them. They have truth and clarity. They're bringing that to you. They've been holding on to it in this Page of Swords energy. You're also getting truth and clarity. And again, for those of you that are planning to hop on this horse here in the Sun, right off into your own sunset, it is here. I don't think that's for everybody, because there is a strong energy here around somebody that you've had a really long-term either connection or possibilities with. Whatever the case is for you. This is definitely an apology. It's more than an apology. The Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, by the way. That was the other thing. So Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So there might be some third-party energy where you're hearing things like, oh, they feel this or that, or oh, they want this or that. Like, it could definitely be the case. It's not necessarily the case, but it is here. I mean, for everybody is what I want to say. But this Nine of Pentacles energy, it's interesting because we have the King of Pentacles holding on to the Pentacle, which is like they know here what they're saying to you. It's more than an apology here. Like they know what they want. Holding on to the scepter can grow. Well, that's the Empress scepter, you know, and can, well, it's like power of life, really growing and developing and new beginnings, all these grapes here, and holding on to this pentacle, looking over here at the Nine of Pentacles. And on the other end is the Five of Cups. It's interesting for many reasons, because things coming to fruition, Nine of Pentacles. Virgo and Mercury energy. One pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles. Look at grape on the hat, surrounded by pentacles. Three of them here. Would need to come together and communicate. Six of them here, reciprocity. That's what you require and need, and you're not taking less, and that's how it should be. Because you have your hand here on the Sixth Pentacle, this reciprocal energy, Moon and Taurus. And that's the other thing I wanted to say. So it's getting us into the Ten of Pentacles, really long-term energy. Again, had you built a life? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Were you in a long-term partnership? It's back on the table. But the other thing is they're talking or looking, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups we saw coming in. Either seeing things or hearing things or talking to people and realizing, not that that's what it takes for somebody to realize what they've lost, but this is an energy, I like this for you, of you getting into your well, taking care of yourself energy. You know, getting that Strength card in the upright energy, which is always attractive, right, to people. So it could be like this, well, now that I'm this or that, you want to come, you know, and there's a big, you know what, you here. That could be the case. But on the other end of this King of Pentacles, who's noticing you and who's really needing and planning to apologize and wanting more, is also the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune. I do like this energy, the emotional energy. I do feel like this is a sincere apology. This is somebody who regrets. I don't know what exactly they did that they're regretting, but I kind of feel like it's here with the Five of Swords in reverse. What they need to apologize for, what they said or didn't say. Did you hear something? Was there another person involved in the conversations or just in your lives? Because this is also putting us here together, and it's a 55, and that's an energy of change. It's literally like change is near, it's time. And it did transform some things. It's also around conflict. And of course, the cups are emotional. Connecting to the 5th chakra, you can see 3 of the cups knocked over. Mercury and Cancer energy. So things having been said and not said, all the feelings that are still here, like they need to, at the very least, resolve this. And either way, whether you're planning to move forward together or apart, whether you're jumping on this horse and riding off into your own sunset, now or later, it is a new cycle for you. There is a lifting energy here. I really like this for you a lot, Gemini. It's making me want to cry. What the heck is going on here? I just feel like your throat, I feel like this raw energy around my throat again. It's like, okay, you're getting into some kind of power, actually, like you've said so much already. There are still feelings here. These 2 cups behind. It's the 2 of Cups energy, Venus and Cancer. The energy that's here, that this could be worked out. And that potential is strong here, the Magician and the Sun. But it's also like not taking less than what you need and deserve and want. And I want to validate as well, with this 5 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the Star, the energy that's been coming in, the Wheel of Fortune, that this conversation could also get intense, like emotionally intense, because I feel the emotions here are really strong. Like I said, I'm feeling really emotional. And I'm wanting to just send you all this extra power and love, what I can muster up. But it's here for you, the energy of the Sun. Shapeshift into that energy and feel that. It feels very emotionally intense. So we're looking at some oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. New insight, validation, clarity. Let's see what's coming in. If you feel like it's not yours, it's not yours. If you feel like, by the way, Oracle, Tarot, if you're feeling anything as a vice versa energy, that's definitely possible, you know? People ask me that often. So thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Gemini. Aho. Body and soul. There's a strong call for you to take care of yourself. Look how they're connecting today. These decks have nothing to do with each other. Change, getting out of conflict, a very healing energy. This is shaped like a heart. That the healing energy is really strong. So what they have to say, what happened here, there's still a lifting, whatever path you have already taken or you plan to take. It is a new cycle and it's a very healing one. There is clarity and truth coming if you haven't already received it. And as I say that, the bottom of the deck shining through, clear and concise communication. 3, divine number, divine timing, communication, growth. That's the other thing. It's almost like if you can overcome this, if you're wanting to be together, whatever the heck is going on here, like it's in your favor. Either way, the 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, the Star, the 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles. This conversation just feels life-changing. It feels really important. especially for you, because this is your reading and I'm talking to you. A grand symphony. Wow. So things coming to fruition. And I want to tell you something. Musical notes, music in my readings for me, my connection to my guides is a healing energy. It's a making peace energy. So it's definitely around, there are just some things that this person has to fix. They have to speak up. Into me I see. This is like, it's like some kind of a version of the Strength card in many ways. Would almost be putting it down. It's almost like the third time for me. Even with this 8 here. Action, mastery, connecting. I'm not giving anyone the finger. To infinity, truth, balance, and renewal. Into me I see. The self-care energy here as well. The awareness, also connecting to the third eye chakra energy. High Priestess, Hermit, Moon energy here in reverse. That's the other thing I just want to say. Yeah. The truth and clarity being revealed around this person. So they're definitely, like, they know they don't want to lose you. It's just really clear to me. But that's also for you, truth and clarity for you. So if there are some illusions that you've been holding on to that you feel like you really need to look at, now would be the time. A deep breath. 7, reflecting on the past, the current situation, assessing it, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. A really healing energy here. There's also a let go, let God energy. Go with the flow energy. So is that it? The power of purpose, endless possibilities is also here. It's coming to an 11, coming together, decisions, partnership, a master number, new beginnings, the star energy. Look, where does this lead you? Where does it lead the two of you? But I want to talk about you and the power of purpose here. And that magician energy, you know, taking inspired action, getting focused, making it happen, manifesting energy. So is it around something deeper or going back into that with this person or something else? Only you can say that here. Things coming to fruition. Because that's the other thing around the Strength card that I do want to validate. If this is somebody that it was, there's a lot of physical and there was wanting more of something like a dream kind of relationship energy. You know what I mean? Then that might be something for some of you, not for everybody, about getting out of that illusion and just like dealing with what's real. Do you know what I mean? Not just what we're fantasizing about and wish, you know, like what is the reality? I'm bringing in some more oracle. Union. The power of purpose, body and soul, endless possibilities. Is this like what you're manifesting? Because I will say, it's been really strong around this energy today of this person like not wanting to lose you. This goes deeper than just making peace. I just feel like it's something so much more. But there is a turning point here. The Wheel of Fortune is, well, it's prosperous and expansive. Luck, you could say timing. It's connected to Jupiter. Wisdom. Into me I see. An owl is a Scorpio. Just a little weird detail. And, you know, divine creature connected, the guardian of the night, connected to the divine, can see things that we can't see. You know, look into me, I see the wisdom. Oh my gosh, yeah. And just on a side note, you know, the owl is like on a stamp here, and it looks like there's like a, you know, post thing. Oh, Gemini, look, it's here again. The lion, and literally says strength. Oh, wow. This is just so for you. Loving yourself, trusting yourself, respecting yourself, the courage, knowing what you're worth, getting it, demanding it. And if not, again, are you riding off on that horse in this in the sun energy? This is the third time it's come down for me. There is you can see like a staff music paper here with notes on it. Again, it's also connected to this apology and this making peace energy. There's the sun in here as well. Our lion that we saw coming in, of course, a couple of times with that strength card, of you being so talked out and needing this person to step up. And that's the other thing. There is a strong chemistry between you that sometimes can be overwhelming, I feel, or has been overwhelming. But that's also that manifesting something more energy together, like it being bigger or more back to it. And it's connecting with the Magician. But also, again, for you, knowing what it is you want. Solitude. It's connecting to our Hermit, who is, look, trust yourself is the bottom of the deck. It's connecting to our Hermit that's under there. A lot of thought here. A lot of, well, again, I just feel like there are some decisions here and trusting yourself. I mean, this is connecting us right to the moon in reverse, which is here, intuition, revealing the truth and clarity and trusting yourself. And revealing what maybe you haven't wanted to see, or maybe what you need to see, whatever that means for you. Look, there's a star above here, like wishes. It also connects with the High Priestess energy, Cancer energy, Divine Feminine energy. Trust your intuition, trust yourself. Such a strong call here. There's a lot of endless possibilities literally around you and this person. It's clear. I can see all this coming together energy in the communication, but it's also clear that you have all the tools as well around you to get what you want, you know, whether it's together or apart. Okay, I want to bring in some channeled love messages from this person, messages from their higher self, if you feel you are sending any or you're rejecting them. I was triggered. It's like saying that to you. Look here with that fourth cup coming in as you have your arms crossed here. Deep breath. They're definitely trying to get the courage. I don't know what all the details are around that. It was all my fault. Yeah. Actually, it wants to be here. Truth and clarity. I feel so guilty. Are you thinking of me? I wake up with you on my mind. I go to sleep with you on my mind. The moon in reverse, the sun, the Nine of Swords, your energy, which is here, right below the star. A lot of nocturnal energy here as well. So definitely a sleepless energy. This person does have a lot of regret for leaving things the way they did. That Eight of Cups in reverse, they've learned a lesson. Five of Cups, that's connected to whatever went on in that Eight of Cups. It really left you in a feeling a way that was not nice and that they know they need to take accountability for. I'm trying to get over my ego. Here it is. So that's also what that is around that strength card energy. I know you were giving more and I'm so sorry. Again, that's also around that lack of reciprocity. I write messages in my head over and over. It's so hard not being in contact. This just got left behind. Chatty. Is this another Gemini? Maybe not. Maybe there's Gemini placements, or they're just finally speaking up because there's a lot of messages coming in. Emotional. It's where it's been. I've been feeling it really strong, and I just feel like there's a lot of emotional energy around this communication. I'm sorry I lied to you. This is far from over. Actually, Connecting here with the Ten of Cups. Desire. That's also been here. That energy. The connection, I guess you could say, the physical connection as well. I stay awake thinking of you. It's more of that Nine of Swords energy. And I reread our messages. The power of purpose, by the way, also, yeah, connecting to the World card energy. Like making decisions, getting closer to soulmate true purpose energy. Like this is around this love connection. It's around the future, the two of you. I'm building up the courage to contact you. This has been also really strong here today. I'm still checking up on you. That is that Page of Swords energy. And I'm trying to get over my ego. I'm trying to get over my fear. And I'm building up the courage to contact you. Connecting here, look, with the union and the strength energy. Okay. Let's bring in some little ones and close your reading. Yes, I know you love me. Who is answering that? We belong together. There is an energy like affinity, like being drawn to each other. You know, all roads lead back to you energy. At least here now. This is also around fate. Like you met for a reason energy. Destinies intertwined. But it is that energy of like being pulled to each other. And there is that energy as well of stars aligning there. You know, so it could be, obviously there's timing issues here. I feel like it's more than that though. I am afraid you will reject me. I'm trying to get over my fear. Or my ego is where that is. So yeah, I was feeling that fear around exactly what it is. I don't know. I miss you. I could listen to your voice all day and night. You're a Gemini. You could also be a singer and using your voice. The star energy, the Six of Wands, something in your life that you are speaking up about. They love your voice. You are the love of my life. Well, this is just so goosebumpy, emotional. I received your telepathic messages. That's the Two of Cups behind here in that Five of Cups. That's the synergy, the emotional connection, like sharing thoughts and feelings. Speaking of which, I'm hiding my true feelings. I was triggered. I really want to see you. Don't ever change. I will never give up on us. Bottom of the deck, I'm sorry I ran. And I forgot to warn you that it's the last channeled love message. Forgive me. It's the Eight of Cups in reverse here. Beautiful Gemini, that's your reading today. It's been my honor to channel for you. I appreciate you being here and watching and liking and sharing content if you feel inspired to do so. Subscribing if you have not. These are things that really help keep my channel moving and growing. So if you enjoyed the reading, I would appreciate it if you liked the video, share it if you feel like it, subscribe to the channel. I want to say thank you, an extra thank you to channel members. Thank you for joining. It's not at all mandatory. I don't expect it, but I really do appreciate it. If you would like to support the Tarot Closet in that way, the link is in the description. Also, there's a membership tab on the channel. I'm pretty sure you can get there by way of phone. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. I'm hoping the best outcome for you wherever you are, whatever you decide to do. And I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Until then.